Hello and welcome to today's science lesson number 9. So guys, can we all turn to our friends on camera and wave a big hello? Hello! Okay, so first thing we'll do is our meditation sequence. Very good. And for this I need to sit down, 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our lap, close our eyes. Excellent, guys. And as usual, just concentrate on our breathing. Just notice how your chest rises when you breathe in and then falls when you breathe out. Concentrate on your breathing. Last few breaths now. And when we're ready, slowly open our eyes and come back to the room. Very good, guys. Feel okay?
Yes.
Okay. So next, let's do our
Stretch sequence.
Great stuff. And for that, we'll stand up and push in our chairs. Okay, so let's go high. Reach up as high as we can. High to the sky. And then tippy toe high. And then let's flop. Let's flop. Let's flop down to our toes. And we touch our toes. Stay there for a couple of seconds. And then come up, back high. Reach for the sky. This time we'll go side to side. Give our spine a little bit of an exercise too. And this time, let's flop down. But let's flop down into a little ball. Ready? 3, 2, 1, jump! Excellent. And how many claps to finish?
10.
10? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. Oi. Okay, so now for science lesson number 9. Guys, can we remember science lesson number 8? What did we do? Science lesson number 8. I'll give you a clue. There was 2 types of animals. There was...
Extinct and endangered.
Round of applause for Prel. Extinct. Okay, extinct. How do we spell? E X T I N C T. Extinct. And what does extinct mean?
Extinct means no more living.
That's perfect. No more left. All dead. Animals that are extinct, no longer living. Can we think of any? Remember what were the big animals? Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, but you're right. Raptor, okay. R-A-P-T-O-R, raptor. Tasmanian tiger. Excellent. The dodo. Tasmanian tiger. How do we spell dodo? D-O-D-O. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That was last lesson. So we know about extinct animals and the other type of animal? E-N-D-A-N-G-E-R-E-D. Endangered. Endangered. What does this mean? What does this mean? Yes, dugong is one. This means not many left. Not quite extinct, but we have to be careful because if we don't take care, endangered animals will become extinct. Down. How do we spell? D-U-G-O-N-G. Dugong. White-eyed river martin. Okay. White-eyed river martin. Was it dugong or dudong? Dugong, is that right? Yes. Teacher Wes right? Because I can't really. But what type of animal was white-eyed river martin? Was it a bear?
No.
It was a bird. And one more endangered animal. One more. Remember, has the horn. Runs very. Rhino. There was two types. There was two types of rhino. Yes. Rhino. But we'll just say rhino is short for rhinoceros. But there was two types of rhino. There was the Sumatran rhino and I think the Java rhino. But we'll just say rhino because there's not many left at all. Okay? So last time, extinct. Raptor. Tasmanian tiger. Dodo. Endangered. Are you ready? Dugong. White-eyed river martin. And the rhino. Rhino is endangered. Okay, round of applause, guys. That was great. Now on to today's lesson. What we're going to look at today is two types of different things. One leads into the other. Living things. Environment. Ready? We'll practice the speaking first. Living things. Very good. Environment. Okay, what does environment mean? When we talk about the environment, do we know what it means? Environment means the place around. So what sort of environment are we in now? School, exactly, excellent. Environment here is school. And then outside the school we have fields. There's fields where we play. And then what's after the fields? When we go out of the school, if Teacher Wes wants to drive his car, he has to go to the road. So you see, environment is school, fields, road. It's the surrounding area to where you are. Wherever you are, look around you and you will see the environment. Excellent. Okay, living things. What's a living thing? People. Us. We're living. Trees are living. People. Trees. Plants. And how? Animals. So we've got lots there. That's well done. So ready? Living things are people. Like us. Trees. Trees are living. Plants. Also living things. Animals. And the environment, the place around you. School, fields, roads. This is our environment where we are now. So now guys, what we'll do, we'll have a look at the PowerPoint presentation about environment and living things. Okay? So turn your chair slightly so you can see. Okay, so PowerPoint presentation today. Are you ready? Living things and the environment. Very good. So let's have a look. First slide. Oh, what do we see? Chicken. So what type? This is a food. Yes? Because what do living things need? We need to eat. Yes. Every day. We need to eat a few times every day. If living things need to survive, they need to have food. Like this is chicken. So one thing all living things need, food. Can we say food? Excellent. And not just food, we need vegetables or fruits. We need healthy food. What food can we see here? Is this vegetables or fruit? Fruit. We have kiwi. What's this fruit here? Raspberry. Lychee. And melon. So this is healthy food. Yes, for living things to survive, we need food. And for humans, we have to have healthy food. If we just eat junk food all the time, we won't last very long. And what do we see here? We see a man. What do we think he's doing? What's the man doing in the picture? He's sawing some wood. What do you think he's making? Excellent. He's making a home. Because what do living things need? After school today, we need a home. Yes. Every living thing needs a home. Humans, we live in a house. But every living thing needs their type of home. And what do you see in this picture?
Tree.
Tree. Do you see the mountain?
Yeah.
Do you see the fields?
Yeah.
So what type of place is this? Environment. You see the house here, but the environment of the house is the field,
Field.
mountains,
Mountain.
and the trees.
And the tree.
So if you live here, you would say, oh, my environment, not school, not fields, or maybe fields, but not roads, because this place is beautiful. It has fields, trees, and mountains.
Mountain.
And can you see the top of the mountain? You see how high? There's snow and ice. Because as you get higher, it gets colder. Yes. So you can see the ice on the top of the mountain there. So this is an example of an environment.
Environment.
Very good. The surroundings
The surrounding
we live in
we live in
is called
is called
the environment.
the environment.
So for example, if a bird lives here, what is its environment?
Tree.
Trees. Excellent. You often see the bird will make its house called a nest in the trees. So that's the bird's environment. But what about fish? Do fish live in trees?
No.
Where do fish live?
Ocean.
Ocean or water. Different types. Rivers, lakes, streams. So what is a fish's environment? Is it trees?
No. Water.
Water, exactly. You see how the environment is different for different living things. Birds and trees, fish and water.
And water.
Excellent. The environment
The environment
consists of living things
consists of living things
and non-living things.
and non-living things.
All living things
All living things
depend
depends
on the environment
on the environment
to survive.
to survive.
Yes, we need our environment to survive. For example, if a bird has no trees, it has nowhere to live. It will die. If all of the water ran out, the fish have nowhere to stay. They will die. They will be extinct. Yes. And you see, most living things
Most living things
eat other living things
is also living things
for food.
for food.
Can you see this picture? Can you see the birds of prey? I think an eagle.
Rabbit.
It's going to catch the rabbit because it's going to eat the rabbit. You see it, you see the bird here, you see the way it has its claws ready? Because it swoops down and catches the rabbit and takes it away. And here's another bird, but it's not catching a rabbit. Where's it going?
Fish.
Into the sea, into the water to catch the fish. Some fish will come from the sky and they will dive into the water, get the fish, and then come out again. And they have them for food. But not all living things eat other living things. Some living things eat plants. Meat, yes, is like a living thing that's died already. Like for example, some humans don't eat meat. They eat only vegetables and fruit. Have you heard of vegetarians or vegans? They are people who eat nothing that comes from an animal. They don't eat meat. And some people won't eat milk from an animal or egg. So they don't eat other living things. But most people do. And animals eat other animals. It's called the food chain. The food chain. All animals depend on other animals to survive for food. Like the rabbit might eat the mouse. The bird might eat the rabbit. The bear might eat the bird. But I don't know who eats the bear. And living things need other living things for shelter. Yes. What can you see in this picture here? The one on the left.
Monkey.
A monkey. And where's the monkey? In the tree. So where does the monkey live? In the trees. What would happen if there were no trees? Monkey would probably die, because the monkey gets its food and its shelter from the trees. Yes, bananas. And it sleeps in the trees. But you know what? The monkey needs the trees for protection. Because if the lion or the tiger comes and wants to eat the monkey, where does the monkey go?
Tree.
Into the tree. But if there's no tree, the monkey has nowhere to go and will die. And remember before, Teacher Wes said about the bird's house? This is called a nest.
Nest.
This is where the birds live, and it's made from parts of the tree. So if there's no trees, there's no nest for the birds, and they will die. Very sad. Any questions, guys? No? Okay. Very good. Okay, welcome back to class. We hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint activity regarding the living things and their environment. Just shows you how different living things depend on other types of environment for survival so that they can live. So now, guys, we're going to do our stretching sequence, because we've been sat down for quite a while. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. Ready? So let's start shaking out our hands. Shaking out our arms. Be careful. Just shake out. But be careful not to hit your hand on your desk. Okay? And now, give ourselves a hug. And then say, bye.
Bye.
Give yourselves a hug. Bye.
Bye.
Hug. Bye. Hug. Bye. And now jog on the spot. Not yet, not yet. We'll jog for a little bit more and then we'll go slow motion. And then a bit quicker. And then slow mo. Stop. And then jog on the spot. Slow mo. Stop. And this time, to finish, I want 5 star jumps. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. 6, 7. Okay, sit down, guys. That was great. It's a good thing when we're sat down, either writing or watching PowerPoint presentations. It's a good thing just to get the students up and active for a few minutes in the middle of class. So now, worksheet activity. Teachers, you will need to have printed off the worksheets beforehand, and one per student. And what we've got today is 2 questions. Question number 1, do we need other living things? And if so, why? Why do we need other living things? Try to think of 2 answers, because you need to write 2 sentences for each question. So what is it about living things, and why do we need them? So ask your students to write 2 sentences for the first question, and then question number 2. Name 2 different ways to take care of the environment. What can we do to make sure our environment is good? So have a think about this in class. And what we'll do, give your students 20 minutes for this activity, but everyone can talk and share ideas. And obviously, teacher, you need to help too, either with spelling or vocabulary. Listen to your students and help them write their sentences. You can refer back to the PowerPoint presentation too. Okay? So first thing we need to do, write our names on the top.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So what Teacher Wes will do, Teacher Wes will think of a few ideas, and I'm going to write them on the board. But living things, why do we need them? Remember, back to the PowerPoint presentation, some people like to eat. Some people need living things to eat. Okay? If you want me to, we'll put back to the presentation, say, living things eat other living things for food. So one answer could be food. We need, yes, you can. Food. Live, yes. But we have to make sure you write the sentence. Don't just write one word. We don't want single word answers. We want the sentence. So we will practice the sentences together. You can see there. If anybody needs any help with spelling or words, let Teacher Wes know and I will spell for you. You can, yes. Do we need other living things? Do we? Why do we need other living things? We need living things sometimes for food. So most living things and we will say need, or you can use the word eat like in the PowerPoint presentation, other living things for food. Like today, Teacher Wes ate chicken. Chicken was a living thing once, and we use it for food. And then the second one. Like Teacher Wes has Coco. I have one dog. So we need other living things because we like to keep pets. So there you go. There's 2 answers for number 1. You see? Anyone else have any ideas? Tell teacher Wes and I will help you write the sentence. Lakau, why do you need living things? Pets. Keep living things as pets. Living things for, we need food. Any other ideas? Okay, but don't worry, if it goes there, you have here too. Pangpon, living things. Why do we need living things? We need living things to eat. And we like to keep living things as pets. Yes. Any other ideas? Nadia, what can we do to take care? Our environment. So number 2, 2 ways to care environment. I know one. What did we talk about last week? When we have rubbish or bottles, what can we do to help? Do we just throw the bottles away? What do? We pick up and then we recycle. Recycle. That helps the environment. So we can have that one. Recycle. Number 2. We can recycle plastics. We can, yes. Recycle plastics. And what else can we recycle? Plastics. What other things could? Plastic bottles, so plastics we have. What else did we recycle? Glass, okay, we'll have glass. Okay. And then maybe one more, a short one, because that one's quite long. What else can we do? How can we care for our environment? We recycle. What else can we do? Pakbong, any ideas? If we want to take care of our environment, like Chiang Rai, Ban Pa Sang, how do we care? I know. Don't start fires. Fires can damage the fields. Yes, we'll have that one. Fires. Big fires can hurt the environment. Do you know now, in America, they have a big problem. In America, in California, there are places in America where there is a fire and it's out of control. It's burning down all houses because they can't stop the fire. So we have to be careful. Don't start fires that will spread. Because once a fire starts, it can get bigger and bigger. Becomes what's called a wildfire. Yeah, they're in America now, in California. Lots of people lose their houses, their workplace, everything. So in Thailand, in the hot season, we don't burn anything. Because if we burn things in the hot season, very hard to stop. So I think that's enough. You finish? Excellent. What we'll do, we'll just practice. Once everybody's finished, okay? Once everybody's finished, we're just going to practice. You know, now maybe later I'll see if I can show you a picture. Okay. I'll see if I can show you a picture later of the wildfire in America. It's scary, so big, and it goes all the way across the land. Pat, how you doing? Okay? Most living things need other living things for food. We like to keep living things as pets. Excellent. Well done. Boom. We can recycle plastics and glass. Excellent. 2. Most living things need eat other living things for food. Excellent. Well done. Let's have a look at it. We can recycle plastics and glass to help the environment. Excellent. Most living things eat other living things for food, but not all. Great stuff. We can recycle plastics and glass. Excellent. Well done. That's true. Always recycle. It helps the environment. If we just throw away, it's not good. Down. Your handwriting is lovely. We can recycle plastics and glass to help the environment. Don't start fires. Okay, so if you're finished, guys, I can take your worksheets because we'll read off the board. Finish. Yes. Up. Welcome back to class. We hope your students have had fun filling in their worksheet activity and thinking about the reasons why we need other living things and how we can help the environment. Activities like this are good to promote classroom discussion so we can exchange ideas and see what different people think. On the board, we've come up with a few ideas that we're going to practice speaking together, okay? So number 1, most living things need other living things for food. We eat other living things for food sometimes. We like to keep living things as pets. Lots of people have pets. Dogs, cats, birds, and they're all living things. So people need them because they have them as pets. And number 2, how can we help the environment? A very important one. We can recycle plastics and glass to help the environment. And another one, don't start fires that will spread. That can be dangerous and very harmful to the environment, particularly in places with hot weather. You can start fires that become out of control, and they're known as wildfires. So, we hope you've enjoyed today's lesson and found it interesting. So guys, can we turn to our friends and say bye-bye? Bye-bye. See you next time.